just looking at your wonderful hair too. You know, okay, let's if you don't mind, like I'm going to like get started. And I'm just going to treat your human half like a human and your horse half like a horse. Is that all right? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's totally fine. I don't want to be insensitive to whatever culture you come from. Like, oh my word. Is that, oh my lord, are you a centaur? I've never seen one in the flesh. Oh my god, don't hurt me. I'm just a wee stable boy in the Wadsworth Manor. No, I've no money. I've nothing to my name. All right, you're friendly. Are you sure? Pardon me, but I do have a book here on fairy tales and myths. Oh, unfortunately, I don't think I can read, so this is quite useless to me. I presumed there would be more pictures in here, but no, it's all words. Oh, okay, I should relax. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath out. Deep breath out. Okay, all right. Well, my name's Oliver, and I'm just a mere stable boy. What? A centaur? My lord, you are magnanimous, glorious. You are. I hope you don't mind me saying that. You know, you quite, the horse part of you. I mean, I know a wee bit about horses, and I would say that the horse part of you is very, very spectacular. Not a slight on your human side as well. Your human side is quite fancy. What brings you here to the stable? I mean, it's just a private stable for Knight Wadsworth. Oh, you need some help? Well, I can help you. I know there's many horses here. You have a pain in your hoof? All right, no, I can take a look at that. I mean, I'm not quite a veterinarian, but I don't think many people are. I can definitely help you with that. You know, I knew the woods here at the Wadsworth Manor had some mystical parts to it. But all right, I can take a look. I mean, you look a bit ragged. I mean, you look quite proper fit, but you look ragged. You've got some like twigs and leaves and some dirt and grime on you. I can see it all over you. You know, it's quite. Someone of your like pedigree, I would think, wouldn't have this sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just looking at your wonderful hair too. You know, okay, let's if you don't mind, like I'm going to like get started. And I'm just going to treat your human half like a human and your horse half like a horse. Is that all right? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's totally fine. I don't want to be insensitive to whatever culture you come from. Like, I don't know very much about centaurs, but if anything, I'm happy to learn. You know, this is quite joyous for me. So I guess first off, we should get you cleaned up, right? So I think I have a spare rag here. I can wipe a few things away. So if you could just stay still for me and try not to buck me, all right? I'm not really, because I'm not riding you, but you understand what I mean, right? Okay, just there we go. Yeah, just try to stay still for me. Yeah, you've got a lot of dirt on you. I'm wiping your face right now, but I'm going to give you a quick brushing as well. I think that would be useful. The lords in the manor, they don't listen to me when I say that there are fantastical creatures in the forest. There's a lake, and I think I saw a siren in there. Of course, I've heard about sirens. I heard that you really shouldn't be near them. And I told myself, Oliver, don't go near it. you know, if you go near it, you're gonna die. And so what did I do? I ran away. You know, that's how the smart do it. Okay, there is a siren in the lake. See, I knew it. Yeah, it's just... Alright, so what brings you here in particular? You've been banished from your clan. Okay, alright. If you don't mind me asking, what'd you do? You didn't like the democratic structure of your clan. Okay, alright. So, like, you wanted it to be more like a monarchy. I guess centaurs are a bit... I don't really know what a democracy is. I know what a monarchy is, so... You might have to explain that to me. Okay. I think that should be good. Your face is pretty nice and clean. What I am going to do next, I think, is give you a bit of a brushing. I do have a brush. I have a couple of brushes here. So I have this brush, but I also have this brush. One, I think this would work better for your horse half. This is what I use for most of my horses, and then this is what I use for the manes. And now I see that you do both have a mane that goes all the way up your back, and then it like transforms into like the hair that's on your head. I think it's quite glorious, actually. But which would you prefer I start with? Do you want me to start with just like the hair that you have? Okay, I can definitely do that. Yeah, so let's just get started. You know, I mean, I think that's what I should do. So just such beautiful hair. None of it's coming off. You know, when I brush other people's hair, which is not very often, you know, and I don't have that much hair, but when I do brush other people, their hair tends to come out just a little bit, but yours is just, it's almost magical. Oh, it's a sought after, it's very sought after as a, oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you're not like a raging murderer. You know, I saw my life flash before my eyes. It was quite a fright, one might say. So if you're part of a clan and you have, you know, you exist, you're a centaur, does that mean that other magical creatures exist? So you confirmed a siren, but can you tell me what other things exist? No, I won't tell nobody. No, I wouldn't tell. Knight Wadsworth, he is too enamored with his own squire to look at what's around him, and the squire is some uppity little... I don't really want to call him names, so I'm not going to. The only person that really pays any attention to me in the house is Lady Bronya. And she only pays attention to me because she's the one that ends up bringing me out the food. You know, the food that's for me. Not even allowed in the house, I don't think. I don't think. I've never been in there. Yeah. Okay, alright. Just brushing it out. Okay, alright. I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to move on to this one, just so that I can get to your horse half, alright? So just let's get your horse and just... Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You have such a beautiful coat. Gosh, all the horses that... Oh, I guess I have a question. When you're born as a centaur, do you come out ready to walk, or are you more like a human child? You don't understand what I mean? I guess I've seen a few births, some human births, of course. You know, my mum is just popped out, quite a few of us, really. And I was there for a few of my siblings, and I think None of them were ready to walk. Of course, it's human nature. We're quite vulnerable at a young age. But when I think about it, horses, I have tended to a few horses who were pregnant and have given birth, and I think like they've all been able to like give birth, and the children just they're quite ready. They come out and they walk and they're ready. It's quite wonderful, really. So which one is it? Okay, all right. You know what? I thought so. So you're saying that the horse half is mostly in control in the beginning? Yeah, that makes sense. They're like little cherubs. You know how like cherubs are sort of depicted in some famous artworks? I may be a stable boy, but I have tended, because I tend to the horses here at Night Wadsworth's, he does end up taking me along whenever he goes to tourneys. And once we went to the capital city, London, and it was glorious, and there was some really brilliant pieces of art. So now that I've brushed you out, there's just a few things that I think I need to do from here. You said that you have an issue with your hoof, and that might be quite serious, all right? So I think let me take a look at it first. I'll inspect it, and from there we will determine whether it's an infection or whether it's just a bit of it's an overgrown hoof. So if I can take a look at it, please. If you can just hand me your hoof. All right, thank you. Oh yeah, look at that. You may be a centaur, but this is just a glorious horse hoof. And you've got like the nice U shape, but it's a bit overgrown. I can see that already. I don't need much inspection to really see that. Actually, if I could come a little bit closer to it, just please don't hurt me. I don't bug me or anything. So then if I see here, I can just kind of see it's sort of like this. What? I see it right there, I believe. There's a little bit of a hole. If I wipe my finger on it, you can see, yeah, there's a little bit of pus that's coming out. That's not a good sign. No, you can put your foot down. Your hoof, excuse my language. So I believe that might be an infection. So normally with horses, I don't know how it is with centaurs quite precisely, but with horses, what ends up happening is that when a horse is quite, what's the word? Stagnant, and they're not walking around very much, so they're being a bit of a couch potato. The hoofs tend to get overgrown, and when they get overgrown, there is a tendency for the previous the previous layers of the hoof to get infected. And when it's infected, it's just going to create pus on the inside and create a lot of pressure. Now that hole that I saw with a little bit of pus coming out, that's some release of the pressure. The pus there was so much pressure in there that it came out. That's likely what's causing you the pain. But no, not to worry. You can relax with me. I'm just a stable boy, but I know what I'm doing with this, all right? So just relax and just leave it to me, all right? So, it is going to be quite a little bit of an ordeal. So I do have a bit of fruit for you. So if you want to, I know that your human half is the one that's attached to a mouth, and I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but I normally offer all my horses a little bit of fruit. So do you want fruit? You do? Okay, yeah. You can totally have here. Yes, you can just have a bit, yeah. You can just take a bite and just another bite. Okay, and then just turn it around so you can have more. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's all gone. You've taken it. That's honestly amazing. Well, all right then. So, with the hoof, I think I have a few. I have something that I have a bit of, a little bit of my tools here. We're gonna start small, all right? So, what tends to happen is that when it comes to my tools, I have small tools in here and I have larger tools. The small tools I'm going to use to sort of take out some of the dirt and the grime so that I can see better what I'm doing. However, I can just go in there if you require me to. Okay, no, okay, so a centaur of your pedigree, you need, I should clean your, okay, I will clean your hoofs first, and then I'll go in and I'll remove it, alright? So, just with all the things that I have, this is all, of course, provided to me by Knight Wadsworth. He wins a lot of tourneys. It's very popular within the sphere of knights within England. I think it's a little bit interesting. But anyway, here, let's start with this. I'm going to be able to cut away a lot of the grime and twigs that's been stuck there. So if you could just bring out your hoof again for me, please. Yeah, let me just, okay, perfect. And then I can just, okay, perfect. Yeah, see, you need to take better care of your hooves, I may not be very smart, but I know when a mistreated hoof is presented to me, and this is a mistreated hoof. It just makes me sad, It's one of those things where I feel like had I the brains for it, I would have gone into perhaps the research and study of animal biology. But unfortunately, I think if I were to do that, then I might be inundated to become like a plague doctor or something. The Black Plague is nothing to scoff at, and we need all the doctors that we can get. So I'm kind of glad that I'm just a stable boy, get to be around all the horses, get to feed them and make sure that they have everything they need. Well, I'm glad you were able to come by. We could make it a regular thing, It's not something that I am opposed to doing. This is just my day-to-day job. Perfect. So from here, I just need to get to my other tools, and I need to grab, now that I've cut a few of the things off, I'm just going to get a bit of tweezers, and I'm going to use from here, of course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tweezers to just take out some other stuff, alright? So, let's just taking out a few things here. Yeah. Okay, alright. Yeah, you're being very good, This is a wonderful experience for me. I hope you're enjoying it. Just relax for me, just relax. Let me pluck away all of the bad dirt and grime that's really blocking that hole and causing those infections as it grows, Just relax for me, relax. Alright, perfect. Well, alright then, so from here, I think that's going to be it for the small tools. I'll come back to them when I need them. But for right now, I don't think I'm going to need them, because what's going to happen, this is going to be the scary part, alright? I am going to use a few tools to carve. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Now this is a specialty tool for horses. It will carve away at some of your hoof. Now, I'm sure you know more about your anatomy than I do, but do you know why I would do that? Okay, all right. You actually don't. You don't know. Okay, so when it comes to horse hooves, I imagine it's the same for centaurs. If you need to carve away, you need to like maintain your hoof. Like I said before, if you're pretty stagnant, then the hoof can become overgrown. But if you're constantly walking or like if you're constantly moving, then it will naturally wear away, and so it'll just be at a constant. You don't need to take care of it. So with this, I'm just going to bring it here and just I just need it to, there we go, carve away some of that bad, like some of the overgrown hoof. There we go. It's a bit sticky, but see, you can see it's all coming off now. Yeah, see what's happening now is that now that it's coming off, I'm trying to essentially dig to find the source of the infection. So just bringing that here. Yeah, just hold on. Alright. Okay. Just trying to. Okay. I think I can see where the infection's starting. Okay, okay, yes. Alright, so from here, I don't want to take this, takes up a lot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this tool, and I'm just going to use it to dig out the infection, bring out a lot of that pus. This is really like this has been passed on in my family for generations. So of course it looks a bit raggedy, but it's a quality metal, and you know I believe it's one of my ancestors was a blacksmith. Forged this himself. So, if you could just stay still, keep your hoof right there. Yes, if you just rest it right there, so that I'm going to need both hands for this. So just here we go, and okay, all right, okay, perfect. Yes, it's coming out, taking it out. Gosh. This is okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, it's getting a bit easier now. I can use one hand. All right. How are you doing? You all right? Okay. Good. Okay. I think just a bit more. Okay, all right. From here, I just need to unify everything, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool, another from my ancestors. I'm just going to use it to essentially carve out and even out everything, all right? So if you could just stand still for me again, please. We're almost done. There we go. Okay, all right, yes, see that sound? It means it's working. So just relax for me, relax. You've got quite pretty eyes, you know. Not because I've not met many centaurs in my life, but does every centaur have beautiful eyes? Alright, I guess. Just sorry, I'm working a little bit. Try to give a compliment to my patients, even my horses. I like to give compliments to my horses because I tend to find that if I compliment them, the pain sort of subsides. So I'm hoping that, you know, the pain isn't too much for you. Okay. Perfect. doing so well. Okay, perfect. All right. So from here, I've got it done. You're pretty good. You can put your hoof down. But from here, we have a few options. I am a proprietor. I mean, not a proprietor, but I do have a sort of passion for giving my horses a bit of glamour when it comes to the hoofs. What I mean by that is that, have you ever wanted to have a painted hoof, sort of like a bit of a red or like an orange, something to really stand out, so that when you're walking around, people can really see the type of what type of centaur you are. You are of yes, of course. I mean, I'm able to do that 100%. Yeah, of course. Actually, I have over here. If I open this up, I have a bit of red left over from when I was doing it to also what's other horses. Now, I won't tell anyone about the centaurs, but you can't tell anyone about this, all right? Because this is something Sir Wadsworth is not quite fond of. So I just have a bit of red here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit on this palette. So if I put a bit on the palette here, I just need to coat the whole thing, alright? So just bear with me a little bit. Okay. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to need to even it out with this. So just, if I can even this out. Okay. From here, just give me your hoof. I'm just gonna, alright, and then I'm just gonna paint, see, I just paint it on. See, look at that, it's spreading, it's really wonderful. Yeah, oh my gosh. See, look at that, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. Do you want to do it for all your hooves? Alright, yeah. Okay, so second hoof, please. Okay, now third hoof, please. Okay, and fourth hoof. Okay, perfect. See, now there's a bit, you feel so much better now. If you really, we could definitely do this again, and enjoy, the time, and maybe the next time you won't have an infection, and so I won't necessarily be able to do anything too painful. Instead, I'll just take care of your health, sort of regular maintenance, and from there, I could just give you a bit of colour. Yeah? Alright. Well, that's perfect then. Well, I hope you enjoyed your time here. And if you want to go back into the forest where you came from, and I'll just stay here and tell no one of this, then we should be jolly good then. Alright then. Bye-bye.